Women, when will we love our bodies? Women, shall we love our bodies? Women, is it time for us to finally love our bodies? It's big. It's really big, and there's so much around it, and so much around it, and it's crazy. It's crazy how much we put on ourselves, how much expectation, how much doubt, like how much we force ourselves to look a certain way, to behave a certain way, to be a certain way, to dress a certain way, to breathe a certain way, to talk a certain way. There's so much that we have been put on by society, by media, by parents, by teachers, by other women, it's just a huge, huge like snowball that is just rolling, and it's taking everything in its way. And I haven't lived in previous centuries. Maybe I have, I don't remember, but I imagine that women were struggling, because I have studied a little bit of history, even though I hated history, that women had a lot of pressure to still look very in a specific way, behave in a specific way. They were taught to be ladylike. They were taught to take care of the men, and there was so much around it. And now, at this day, we are having so much feminine empowerment, so much talk about women becoming strong, women taking care of themselves, women doing what men do and more, and just this huge feminine liberation is happening. And at the same time, we're so bombarded with so much imagery and talk and concepts and ideas and movies and series and social media, which is full of images of what a woman should be like, what a woman should look like, of these very specific type of bodies which our society seems to portray as beautiful. And it really hurts me to sit in a circle of women and to look at them and feel like, and find so much beauty in every single one. I can look and I can see all these different forms. One is in this way, another one is in another way, and another one is, and each one just looks so perfectly perfect to me. Like, I wouldn't change a single thing, because that expression of that woman is so perfect. And what I noticed, like, every single time, is what makes a woman really, really, really beautiful to me is not even so much how she looks, but how she owns her body, how she lives in her body, how much she loves her body, how not just her body, her whole essence, her whole being, how her expression. And right now I'm talking about women, but this is of course for men as well. But recently I've been working more closely with women, and so I want to right now direct it a little bit for women, that it's crazy. A very skinny woman will share about her insecurities that she's too skinny. A more voluptuous woman will share about her insecurities about being too voluptuous. A woman with big breasts will share her insecurities about having too much of breasts. A woman with no breasts will share her insecurities about not having enough breasts. A woman with too big eyebrows will share her insecurities about that, and another one with perfect eyebrows from that woman's perspective will share her about her lot. You get the point, right? It's like it never hits we never get to that space of actually thinking that we are perfect, thinking that everything that we have is in perfect balance, and that we are beautiful in the way that we are, that our body is absolutely gorgeous, and that it's just so magnificent and so beautiful and so lovely and lovable. Women are quite a very mysterious creature, I believe. And I perceive us to be as these waves of energy, waves of the ocean. We are constantly in a flow, and there's always something happening, and we're up and down and in and out and deep and shallow and beautiful and ugly and crazy and soft and loving, and we're all of it. And I think that's so beautiful. I think that all of it is majestic, and I adore observing the flow of the feminine energy, which is also happening in men, because we both have masculine and feminine inside us. And I would love to see more. I would love to see more acceptance of this flow. I would love to see people being more in tune and more understanding of how this flow works, and being more connected to it and enjoy it and accept it more, and be okay with ups and downs, and be okay that sometimes there's moments of pure ecstasy and bliss and enlightenment and realization and love and pleasure, and other moments which feel more down and more contracted and more scary and insecure and lonely, and then will be an up again, and like that's the flow of life. And I think that if we were to accept it more, if we were to just see that that's how it is, we wouldn't be so taken by it. We wouldn't be so immediately thrown off by these ups and downs, and we could enjoy them more without being so attached to them, without really craving the ups and without fearing the downs. And maybe through that process it would be easier for us to also realize who we truly are, and to stay in that space from where we can see all these things happening, and we know that in this true space there's nothing really that can be touched by all these flows, if that makes sense. I maybe got a little bit off topic, and I started talking about women. Hello, talking about the flow of life, and why not women and flow of life? So before I go, I just want to say, I want to say thank you to all the beautiful women who I have met and seen and come in contact with, and who I will come in contact with, and all the women who I will never see ever in my life. I just want to tell you that you're so beautiful the way that you are, and I just hope that you could see that. I just hope that you can see that, and that you can shine that, and then you can express that into the world, because it's so beautiful. You're such a unique, precious, loving flower that is just waiting to burst and start radiating its fragrance. I'm sorry, I'm getting a little bit like I don't know what I'm getting, but it's really strong for me. Like honestly, I really would love you to show yourself, to love yourself, and to share that love with everybody you meet, and to just radiate it, just radiate, just radiate. Thank you.